The psychomotor domain is known as the skills domain. Learning in this domain involves acquiring fine and gross motor abilities with increasing complexity of neuromuscular coordination to carry out physical movements such as walking, handwriting, manipulation of equipment, or carrying out a procedure. Levels of psychomotor behavior include perception, which is the ability of the client to show sensory awareness of objects or cues associated with some task to be performed. Cues relevant to a situation are attended to, symbolically translated, and selected to guide action, gain insight, and receive feedback. This level involves reading directions or observing a process with attention to steps or techniques inherent in a process. Set, which is the ability of the learner to exhibit readiness to take a particular kind of action, such as following directions, through expressions of willingness, sensory attending, or body language favorable to performing a motor act. Perception is a prerequisite behavior. Guided response, which is the ability of the learner to exert effort via overt actions under the guidance of an instructor to imitate an observed behavior with conscious awareness of effort. Imitating may be performed hesitantly, but with compliance to directions and coaching. Perception and set are prerequisite behaviors. Mechanism, which is the ability of the learner to repeatedly perform steps of a desired skill with a certain degree of confidence, indicating mastery to the extent that some or all aspects of the process become habitual. The steps are blended into a meaningful whole and are performed smoothly with little conscious effort. Perception, set, and guided response are prerequisite behaviors. Complex overt response, which is the ability of the learner to automatically perform a complex motor act with independence and a high degree of skill, without hesitation and with minimum expenditure of time and energy. Performance of an entire sequence of a complex behavior without the need to attend to details. Perception, set, guided response, and mechanism are prerequisite behaviors. Adaptation, which is the ability of the learner to modify or adapt a motor process to suit the individual or various situations, indicating mastery of highly developed movements that can be suited to a variety of conditions. Perception, set, guided response, mechanism, and complex overt response are prerequisite behaviors. Origination, which is the ability of the learner to create new motor acts, such as novel ways of manipulating objects or materials, as a result of an understanding of a skill and developed the ability to perform skills. Perception, set, guided response, mechanism, complex overt response, and adaptation are prerequisite behaviors. Examples of behavioral objectives in the psychomotor domain. Guided response level. After watching a 15-minute video on the procedure for chest compression, the learner will perform the chest compression on a model with 100% accuracy.